Hello my friends, you're welcome to solve this last problem. To simplify this fraction, which is square root of 15 plus square root of 21 plus square root of 25 plus square root of 35 over square root of 3 plus square root of 7 plus square root of 20. In the first step, we write in here this numerator, a square root of 15 we can write as 3 times 5, right? And this square root of 21, we can write this as 3 times 7. And in here, we can write 25 as 5 times 5. And square root of 35, we can write as 5 times 7. And for the numerator, we have square root of 3 plus square root of 7 plus square root of 20. And in next step, in here we can write square root of 3 times 5 as square root of 3 times square root of 5. Also for here, square root of 3 times square root of 7. And in here, square root of 5 times square root of 5. And for this, square root of 5 times square root of 7. And over square root of 3 plus square root of 7 plus square root of 20. And in next step, in here, from these two parts, square root of 3 is common, so you factor square root of 3. And this divided by square root of 3, it will be square root of 5. And this divided by square root of 3, it will be square root of 7. Also, for these two parts, we factor square root of 5. And this divided by square root of 5, it will be square root of 5. And this divided by square root of 5, it will be square root of 7. And over square root of 3 plus square root of 7 plus square root of 20. And in next step, in here, a square root of 5 plus a square root of 7 is common, so we factor square root of 5 plus square root of 7. And this divided by this, it will be a square root of 3. And this divided by this, it will be square root of 5. And over square root of 3 plus square root of 7 plus square root of 20. And in next step, let this fraction as x. So we want to find the value of x, right? And in next step, we reciprocal both sides of this equation. So this x, in here it will be 1 over x. And in here, this, we write this in numerator and this in the denominator, right? So we write in here square root of 3 plus square root of 7 plus square root of 20 over this square root of 5 plus square root of 7 times square root of 3 plus square root of 5, right? So in here, we reciprocal both sides of this equation, and this is equal to this, right? So in next step, in here, we write one over x is equal to, in here we can write this numerator as square root of 3 plus square root of 7, and square root of 20, it will be 4 times 5, right? Square root of 4 times square root of 5. And square root of 5 is equal to 2, so it will be 2 square root of 5, right? And over square root of 5 plus square root of 7 times square root of 3 plus square root of 5. And in next step, it will be 1 over x is equal to, in here we can write 2 square root of 5 as square root of 5 plus square root of 5, right? So we write this square root of 3 plus this square root of 5 and plus this square root of 7 plus this square root of 5. So square root of 7 plus square root of 5 and over this square root of 5 plus square root of 7 times square root of 3 plus square root of 5. And in next step, we separate these two brackets and it will be 1 over x is equal to square root of this 3 plus square root of 5 over this square root of 5 plus square root of 7 times square root of 3 plus square root of 5 and plus this square root of 7 plus square root of 5 and over square root of 5 plus square root of 7 times square root of 3 plus square root of 5, right? And in here, this will cancel this, right? And this will cancel this, and it will be 1 over x is equal to 1 over square root of 5 plus square root of 7 and plus 1 over square root of 3 plus square root of 5, right? And in next step, we rationalize these two fractions and it will be 1 over x is equal to, for rationalize this, we should multiply numerator and denominator by this fraction denominator conjugate pair, right? So it will be 1 over square root of 5 plus square root of 7 and we multiply this numerator and denominator by this conjugate pair. So this conjugate pair in here we have plus, so we write square root of 5 minus square root of 7, right? And over square root of 5 minus square root of 7. Also for this fraction we write 1 over square root of 3 plus square root of 5 and we multiply numerator and denominator by this conjugate pair and it will be square root of 3 minus square root of 5 times square root of over square root of 3 minus square root of 5 and it will be 1 over x is equal to 1 times this, it will be square root of 5 minus square root of 7 and in here this times this will be a plus b times a minus b, right? And this is equal to a square minus b square. So it will be square root of 5 square, it will be 5 minus b square, square root of 7 square, it will be 7. Also for this it will be square root of 3 minus square root of 5 and for denominator it will be a square minus b square. So square root of 3 square it will be 3 minus square root of 5 square it will be 5 and it will be 1 over x is equal to 5 minus 2 it will be minus 7 it will be 2 and numerator we have square root of 5 minus square root of 7 and plus square root of 3 minus square root of 5 and 3 minus 2 it will be negative 2, right? And in next step it will be 1 over x is equal to square root of 5 minus square root of 7 over 2 and in here we have positive and here we have negative, so positive times negative it will be negative square root of 3 minus square root of 5 over 2, right? And this is equal to 1 over x is square root of 5 minus square root of 7, and in here we have negative square root of 3 minus square root of 5. So negative times square root of 3, it will be negative square root of 3, and negative times this negative, it will be positive square root of 5. So starting here, 5 minus 7, it will be negative 2, right? It will be negative 2, and here we have negative 2, and it will be, we can write this negative 2 in here as positive 2, and we multiply this numerator by negative 1, so it will be negative square root of 5 plus square root of 7, right? So in here, this will cancel this, and it will be square root of 7 minus square root of 3 over 2. So 1 over x is equal to square root of 7 minus square root of 3 over 2. So x, reciprocal, both sides of this equation, it will be 2 over square root of 7 minus square root of 3, right? And here, we rationalize this fraction, so we multiply this by this conjugate pair, so it will be square root of 7. In here we have minus, so we write in here positive square root of 3 over square root of 7 plus square root of 3. And it will be 2 times square root of 7 plus square root of 3 over, it will be 7, this to power of 2 and this to power of 2, right? So 7 minus this to power of 2, it will be 3. And 7 minus 3, it will be 4. And 2 over 4, it will be 1 over 2, right? So it will be square root of 7 plus square root of 3 over 2. So our answer for in here for this fraction is square root of 7 plus square root of 3 over 2. And this is our final answer. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.